There's a video I want us to watch because it's the DeSantis administration's response to what happened at the recent Board of Education meeting.
This benchmark examined the various duties and trades performed by enslaved people, e.g., agricultural work, painting, carpentry, tailoring, domestic service, blacksmithing, and transportation. The benchmark clarification, which has received a lot of attention, is instruction includes how slaves develop skills which, in some instances, could be applied for their personal benefit. This has been interpreted to mean slaves benefited from slavery, and that is not the standard at all. What this is saying is, this is not the story simply of victims who withered in the face of oppression, but rather the story of a resilient people who responded to their oppressors in an adaptive manner, utilizing every resource at their disposal to resist the inhumane nature of the bondage they were in. I think the question that should be asked is, why would anyone not want us to tell the story of this great and resilient people that have done so much for our history?
Now that person speaking, his name is John Dubell. He's the Director of Social Studies and the Arts for the Department of Education for the state of Florida, and he's also part of the Bureau of Standard and Instructional Support. So what he's trying to tell us is that the benchmark he's discussing, where it basically says that slaves benefited from their own slavery because they learned a skill while enslaved, that we're totally wrong in saying that that's not exactly what they're trying to say. And I'm sorry, but I call bullshit. It's not that we don't want to talk about how slaves overcame being enslaved. It's that we want to teach the truth about what happened to people who were enslaved so that we understand for the future that we should not enslave people, that people are not to be bought and sold like cattle. Because if we don't teach the truth, our children are doomed to repeat the past. What they're trying to do is gaslight us on what they're actually trying to teach our children, and gaslight our children to the atrocities of the past. And that is disgusting. We all learned the truth about slavery. Why all of a sudden are our children so fragile that they cannot learn the true history of what slavery was like? In response to what the Board of Education just did in their meeting, me and a bunch of other groups, along with Dr. Marvin Dunn, are coordinating a march on August 16th to the Miami-Dade County Public School Board meeting that will take place that day. It will start at the Red Rooster in Overtown. The time is as yet to be determined, so keep an eye out on this space to find out at what time, but we would like all of you to please come out and march in support of teaching our kids the truth of slavery and what Black people suffered during that time.